Hello everyone, this is Creating Grin. Thank you for joining us as we play Dungeons & Dragons the 5th edition around ye olde table, throwing some dice, telling some stories, creating legacies. With me as always, the Crit Crew. And to my left we have...
I'm Bryan. I'm playing Aimon Drevin, the aquatic half-elf Bardadin. And Aimon was kind of a little sad that he didn't get to, drive around a changeling's body a little bit longer and see what he could figure out, but is also happy to be back in his own body.
But you're invincible for another minute.
Yeah.
Alright. And I'm Jason, playing Nox, maybe? A changeling rogue, question mark? I'm just still confused and just don't know how to recover yet.
I'm Katie, playing Ilias Eidolon, an Air Genasi druid, who's also glad to be back in his own body, even though it was interesting.
I'm Maria. I'm playing Rilda, Farseeker, the Drow Ranger, and I had an experience. That's for sure. We'll say that. It was an experience.
I'm Ashley. I'm playing Runa, a Tabaxi Fleric, and I'm glad to be back in my own skin, fur, claw, teeth. But mostly, I'm just happy to have my weapons back. Not feeling the longsword.
And my name is Eric. I have the privilege of being your Grin Master or GM for this chapter of our tale, and join us as we sit down for this recovery episode to find out what our players are going to do next now that they are back in their own bodies after acquiring the Heart of the Solar. And scene. Go ahead, players, take it away.
Did we lower back to the ground level, I guess?
Once all this has taken place, he's going to plunge the sword back into the ground and you will be teleported into basically some random position in the forest. The Feywood. So you will be in the Feywood somewhere randomly, not where you made the prayer, but random.
Great. Should we take a second, sit down?
Is Grayson still there, or did he disappear?
No, he's gone. Once he did his thing, he's poof, gone.
Do
You have his essence or ember or energy inside the Dark Heart.
Do we have any, two magical orbs still kind of floating off to the side? With
No.
Nothing.
Well, that was an experience. Is what you hear in your head. I'm on.
Yeah.
Do we still have our construct? Is Glitch still here?
Nope, it's gone.
Can we take a nap?
Guys, why? I'm feeling fine. I feel better in this body, but I still feel psychically damaged.
I got a lot of fire.
You do smell a little singed.
Thanks.
I mean, to recap, kind of, you guys literally just have taken a long rest, maybe a couple hours ago, tops.
That's what I was going to kind of do
I
a
know.
check for, just to see, is the time moved in the same way while we were...
Yeah, it's a couple hours have passed.
Okay.
Even if it's been only a little bit for us.
You can
So
short
what
rest.
did we need the Solar's Heart for again?
Well, it's now in the fancy Dark Heart,
Which you'll see kind of pulsing like a heartbeat and glowing around.
Beautiful
For
artifact.
who has it? Who's wearing it or contains it? Are you wearing it or are you putting it away? Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
I have it out right now, but
Okay.
I will be putting it away.
Okay.
Now the interesting thing is, will we be able to use this and simultaneously bring Grayson to help? I wish he didn't disappear.
Does that summon him?
I don't know, because, from what I recall, Tennant said that basically this is or it was an incomplete artifact, now theoretically completed, that should kind of reduce and hinder the Demigorgon's powers.
What should do so we can restrain or kill him?
Yeah, so I imagine it's the artifact itself has some powers or ability. We're gonna have to figure out. If only we could find Tenet again, but he's gone.
And mad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I don't care.
Go figure. We're gonna need to contemplate on that. Unless, Lorian, you're, Mr. Magical Dude. What are your thoughts?
I ain't got shit.
Wait, didn't
Fucking
we
useless.
create this or whatever?
No!
There is a
That's
vibration
smart
from a
shit.
magical
Yes.
journal in which you guys have.
It's mine.
So whoever has it, you can feel kind of the texting vibration.
He's got it.
Is it?
You got me.
Is it them?
So you pull it out and you find, yeah, there is something.
And I will be going and talking to the sending stone,
Okay.
letting them know that we got the heart of a solar.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's where I'm going next. So we'll start with the first, as you pull out the journal that was given to you by Auntie in the encounter with Twilight and Uncle. You're going to see, hello all. It is Twilight here. Things in Neverwinter are most fine, or mostly fine. Uncle is very excited to send you all some fairy dust. But I'm not going to lie. If we foil another drug deal, I think we will soon be fairy dust ourselves. Thankfully, she's none the wiser of our danger. Attunement of the wand is going well, using embalming fluid on a skeleton. I fear Auntie may have mistaken me for another Twilight, but alas, I will continue to in hope. I will continue to in hope of harnessing its power. I'm sorry, I can't read my own typing there. Hope you're looking after the human finger. It's a real keeper, that one. Still haven't found one quite as good, but I'm working on it. And that is all is in the journal. As a brief update from Twilight.
Does anybody understand what these words mean?
The fairy dust is drugs.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Like the magic mushrooms? The
That's
not
for
talking
drugs.
ones.
Yeah, not those. We don't eat those.
I think it's a little different than the magic mushrooms. I think
That
it's-
grow in the
it's
forest.
fairy dust.
It's a...
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm only into organics, personally.
Some booger sugar.
Booger sugar.
Does it have a little sad face?
Don't you?
It does.
Okay.
So the communication is genuine.
Just make sure.
Has the Team Sad logo.
Team Sad. Team Sad. I forgot about Team Sad.
I'm gonna write a short message back with a little sad face and be like, haven't died yet. May have some more magical items that will help us. Can't wait for that fairy
Wait, tell
dust.
her we all switch bodies.
I'm not gonna put that in there. Because Uncle will have so many questions.
It's true.
That's fair.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
So you find yourself in a random place inside the Fey Wood, or the Timber Wood, or the Twisted Timbers of the Timber Fey, however we're labeling it.
Is it considered forest?
It is forest.
It cannot be lost.
Where are we, my dear?
Wherever we are is exactly where we are, and I know exactly where that is.
Beautiful.
It's about 2 miles east of
You're probably about, 4 or 5 miles south of your past location.
shit.
So you went a little south.
We're a little bit
The
south.
opposite way we wanted to go.
Wind is it's south.
Throw some grass in the air.
Yep,
Okay, it's
yep,
going
yep.
that way.
I put my ear to the ground.
I guess the question is, where do we want to go now? We have this artifact.
Just is there anybody we can trust to tell us what this thing can do?
The Queen,
I don't think the Queen would know.
Celestina.
Good
She
idea.
may, but a little outside of, well, I don't know. It might be a little outside of the druidic arts. We might need a
Will we?
sorcerer, wizard, or maybe even a warlock, someone that deals with weird necromantic.
What about the necromancy guy?
I don't know if I trust him.
I don't
Well,
trust
yeah,
him.
but
We can
Oh
find
yeah,
out.
the uncle, cousin, lover, brother thing.
We'd have to
That guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
Okay.
right.
The uncle of Queen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's also in love with his family, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I, yeah.
Some twisted
he's
shenanigans.
trying to
That's my people, what can I say?
necromancy his family.
What about... I mean, Tenet gave us the artifact, right?
Yes.
I mean, he's probably interested in it. Even if he's mad at us, he might be willing to, like... He probably didn't expect us to succeed. Maybe he'd be willing to take a look at it if we could
I think
ever
we
find
have a
him.
lower chance of finding Tennant than we do of anyone else. Is he just like
He was
GTFO?
gonna be on the run because of the other person.
And we have
Queen
like
Mother.
no idea where he went.
Daddy Farsi.
I mean, Tenet, if you're out there listening,
Farsi
watching,
character.
scrying eye out there, like, we got the artifact figured out. If you want to holler,
I like John Boy.
just let me know. Okay, thanks, bye.
Oh, yes. Your sending stone. When you go to send a message, you actually are going to see that there is a message waiting for you. It is going to
pager.
be a very distressful message
Oh,
from
fuck.
Sendra, claiming that the situation has become extremely dire. And I don't know how many words that was. The situation. I'm not breaking it down like that. The situation is
This
becoming...
has become very dire.
We're at what, like 7?
6.
6 words, okay. Dragon attacking capital.
They're at 9.
Tree of needles
Wolf.
ravaging coastlines.
Is coastline's one word?
Yes.
It is for this.
14.
Power growing immensely.
17.
Stop Demigorgon.
19.
End of message.
Stop.
There we go.
20.
There we go. Okay,
Then relay. Heart of Solar
Acquired.
acquired. Demogorgon, one word,
Yeah. it's
multiple
one
syllables, will be dealt with shortly.
word. Okay.
Soonish.
There's an asterisk by that. ASAP.
1 to 5 years.
please get back to us within 3 to 5 business days.
That's too soon.
Okay.
Treadle is a one word. Is on which coast? That's it. Just,
Like question mark?
yeah, question mark.
Okay.
But we can only send it once a day.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it.
My brain's finally leveling out, you guys, and I may have had a harebrained scheme here.
Okay.
So you know how, like, when you go to the Underdark and stuff, time's all messy.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go down there, save time, find stuff we need, get buffed up, and then not have spent some time? Is there a way to do this? Go down there, maximize our abilities, find extra stuff, gain allies potentially, and then
Hell, give me some more of them poison arrows, and I can
not-
wreak some damage.
I know.
Not the Underdark that meant it's the
or the
Shadow.
Shadowfell.
The two potential issues that I see with that is, one, the last time we were down there for only like a day and a week passed up here.
Oh, it's a reverse.
So something either happened that reversed the timey-wimey flow, or shit's just in massive flux and we have no way of knowing how to control it, to where we could spend like a week to a day.
Right.
The second thing, if I remember correctly, I do believe that Flakes was complaining because she wanted to stay there for an extended period of time to become a shadow tabaxi. Because
Shadaxi.
That's
from
good.
Shadaxi. I like it. Because apparently if you spend a lot of time in there, the Shadowfell starts to corrupt you and change you. So that could be a potential
It's
issue.
not necessarily a corruption or a change. It just kind of has its. I mean, it influences you and kind of like attaches to you like a tick.
Like a shadow.
So.
Okay, well, that was just my hairbrain. I was trying to think of a way to gain an advantage other than just, here's an amulet, sit down.
It's a good idea. Good plan.
Do the Syndicate,
It is.
do they have, like, magical weapons caches? Like, what if we just potion up and
that's so
weapon up
ironic
and-
that you said that, because back in like episode 1 I gave you a safe house and you have ways to contact them and request things. I'm pretty sure in the first episode that you guys could have been doing and inquiring or asking for things the whole time.
I don't recall any way of contacting them
Zendra.
outside of our
Huh?
friend here. So.
That's your contact.
I just thought we wanted to do this all on our own.
Oh, yeah. Fucking stupid!
Unarmed strikes. We're gonna bitch slap our way through this Demogorgon. Well, that's good information for me to remember. And
So, do we know where the safe house is?
Yeah, you guys were there.
Coast.
So we go back to
So
the
Merchant's Landing.
Merchant's Landing safe house. Okay.
I know the Guildmaster, I bet she's willing to give you guys some stuff too.
Well, how far away are we?
A tree jump.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
If it's-
I gave the tools.
That's
I'm
right.
giving
It's
you all tools.
functioning.
It's going back to the tuning fork from season 1.
Yeah, I know it's used for something.
Shopping episode.
Oh, upgrades.
I mean, do we want to go to Merchant's Landing and try and gather stuff?
I mean, yeah, like this would be the time that they would like give us all the stuff because we're going on like a suicide mission.
Also remember, Nox reported they're fucking fighting a dragon and other things, so their resources may now be limited.
Correct.
Just keep that
Good
in
point.
mind.
And there's a
Well, I thought
there's a
'cause-
treadle, and we don't know which coast
okay,
it's
so
Right,
question though.
right.
I'm sure it's on whatever coast we're
Because-
going to.
So we're fighting the Demogorgon, and then one of the other like powers that be was the dragon, and one of the other powers that be was the
Tree of
Treadle.
Tree of Needles.
And
And so when she said capital city, I thought that was like the capital city
kind of.
on either the scaled islands where the dragon originated, or like the syndicate capital city on the like the continent that's down south. Is it talking about Merchant's Landing?
Those are all questions to ask tomorrow when you get those sendings
Exactly.
back.
But we just go to Merchant's Landing and see what the fuck's there. And if there's a dragon, we
The
chose poorly.
dragon's at the capital.
There might be a tree needle.
We don't know which capital. We don't know which continent we're
The
talking
capital
about.
of which continent? The capital
Oh,
of
yeah.
Each
Scaled
continent has
Islands.
its own capital.
Yeah, capital of the Scaled Islands, the capital of
Alteratus.
What's the capital
Stygian,
of
Jokul.
Stygian?
Do you know?
Stand by while I look at the map.
No, it's not Tyrdal.
Jadal is not.
Not.
It is. Zoom in.
Because it wasn't Merchant's Landing, so Merchant's Landing should be.
It is going to
But the
be.
coast is being attacked by a treadle.
Also true.
Well, the
It
other-
is. Raven's Crest will be the capital.
Okay.
Or
Where-
Stone. They're okay. I remember. So we'll go Stonehaven. Stonehaven is the capital,
Stonehaven.
Yeah.
And where's Stonehaven?
like in the middle of the continent. Do you want to see the map? I'll show you
East
the
of where we are.
So it's like a different day. We can use our tree bopping power, right?
So the question is, was the path of the Demigorgon going straight east towards Rosehold, or was it going southeastern towards Stonehaven? That
I think it's going like east.
map.
I think
The
so.
original path was east-east.
Yes,
Correct.
it's Rosehold. Okay, well,
Where are we at right now?
You're in the timbers.
We're like here.
Somewhere in there-ish. South.
Oh yeah,
Below.
well now we're like 5 miles south. But like we had gone. Oh wait,
Straight line.
yeah, we had gone northeastern to get to the little village,
And we got south.
and then there's like a little. Yeah,
So you're like, yeah.
probably right around here, ish.
So the other,
So
the new, not new, the other Will of Magic is also northeastish.
There's another well of magic.
Oh yeah, you missed that conversation. You were praying.
Okay.
The staff of dowsing was pulling northeast.
Interesting. Fascinating.
So we could also find that if there might be a Demogorgon there.
We're heading that way, possibly. Yeah. Huh.
So we have Merchant's Landing, maybe a
treadle.
needle
Mhm.
man, possible capital with a dragon,
Well,
or
Fountain of
Whether
magic
it's-
with Demogorgon.
But
Magic
it
with-
could be.
yeah. No, I guess the true question, Ilias,
Oh.
is
Demogorgon.
you used to be like Sky Warden back in Scaled Islands.
Yeah.
You're familiar with the capital there. I'm assuming you've been to the capital.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to the capital?
The capital in the Skilled Islands?
Yeah.
Or this capital?
Let's say the Scaled Islands and take on the dragon.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Sindra was
Dragon
like,
is there?
Demogorgon's your bitch.
We have
So
Demogorgon.
you are
baby.
from the Shallows, which also has its own capital.
Oh,
the
that's
Scaled
right, the
Islands is
Shallows.
kind of
Yeah,
yeah.
the Shallows, not
You're the
Scaled
Shallows.
Islands.
They're like next to each other.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm just gonna, try this whole.
Well, yeah. Go to the Merchant's Landing. We got a tree use once a day, and I will hear back hopefully tomorrow.
It's not once a day.
What's?
It's possibly once a day.
Oh.
Depends on how many charges I get back.
And it also depends on whether or not it breaks.
Or if it's even working.
Yeah, maybe we don't even get to Merchant's Landing.
I'll risk it.
Or if we go right outside the Twisted Timbers, I have a stone that'll transportation circle back us.
Yeah, the
Merchant's
one
Landing.
you got like episode 3 or 4. Let's tell everybody who's been with us the whole time. Just remind them of all this.
I'm learning this for the first time.
Listen, I'm not a terrible DM.
I'm learning this
literally
for the first time too.
What?
So we
I don't remember
transportation circled from Merchant's Landing to right outside the Twisted Timbers.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then we were guided through the Twisted Timbers, but I have a stone that if we break in the transportation circle outside the Twisted Timbers, will transport us back to the safe house. at
That's an
Merchant's
inspiration point. You already have one?
So
I don't,
we,
actually.
Good.
we tree stride over to the circle and then go right to the safe house. Because I
Good.
doubt there's a tree in the safe house. Was there a tree in the safe house?
There was trees within Merchant Landing, few and far between. I'd make you roll to see if you would remember one of them because it's been
Yeah,
weeks.
probably easier to go to the circle.
Could we get out
The
of the
circle will
trailing
put you
timbers?
right into the safe house.
Yeah.
How far away is the circle?
Down south.
By
like
foot?
3
Yeah.
days.
Several
south of-
days.
Tree jump.
Definitely tree jump. I was trying to get us back off the island, or back out of Merchant's Landing without having to stay a night since it's so dire, but...
I'm gonna pull up my old notes.
So are we for sure going to Merchant's Landing?
Yes.
Are we?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to Merchant's Landing.
Bro,
We are
see you,
going
Merchant?
to meet up with the
Yep.
Cronin, the Furbolg, and good old sexy
Mm-hmm.
what was her name?
Tiefling?
Tiefling, yes.
Dark skin tiefling?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your name.
I don't remember.
Go all the way back to the front.
You know, I did not write the name. Ecstasy. That's what it was.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there it
And
is.
the
Oh,
name
yeah.
of your safe house was the Dragon's Ante Tavern and Inn.
Sounds right.
I found my notes too. So we got a tree stride.
We got a tree stride. Hope we don't die during that tree stride. And
And he pulls the plug on magic and then a little tree stride. Boop. Oh, multiverse. What?
Okay.
Astral plane. So is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Okay. I gotta pull up the map. It's buried in this thing. I gotta remember how to get to it here. Let's see. Season 2 things.
The multiverse happening. We've got a multiversal gnome that will take care of the dragon.
Yeah.
What multiversal gnome?
It was a halfling.
No. There's a gnome too that killed a dragon then before they died.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true in the multiverse. I'm looking for.
What was it? Thumple.
Rumple.
Yeah. Grumble. Yeah. Good guy.
Get Dorian in here as well.
No.
Dorian. Jake,
Dorian. Meet
Jake.
Lorian. Lorian.
Killed a dragon.
So, you're gonna cash in your tree stride, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
That's a wild magic roll.
I know.
This is
Okay.
gonna be great.
No, it's not tree stride. It's
Plant, teleport via
teleport,
plant.
Yeah, via plants.
There you go.
So I need 6.
I need everybody to make an athletics check, 5 or better, to see if you can make it through on 1 6-second.
You
Poof.
want to give me like, can I guidance on myself?
Do you want
Sure.
hashtag blessed?
Yeah, maybe. Is hashtag bless gonna help?
It's
Decent.
combat.
Yeah, no.
It's only a
Hashtag
5.
blessed won't.
You have a
help.
+6. Athletics.
No, I'm wow
Oh,
magicking.
right.
First.
I don't think Bardic Inspiration works on wild magic.
No, sorry.
Oh, I guess I can't use guidance on wild magic either then, can I? Because it's just an ability check. 7.
So far, so good.
I think we're at 4 now,
You
aren't
go
we?
to a nearby tree, hit it, it opens.
Actually,
I got
5.
13.
What's everybody's athletics?
Oh, that's right.
Just for fun.
12.
13.
Yep.
14.
Yep.
13.
Yep.
Athletic.
16.
You guys all time it out. You're getting pretty good at that. And into one tree, out of a random tree. If I remember correctly, let me dig in these notes. I'm pretty sure it was like a little safe house or something there. That you guys that had the teleportation circle. You'll be just outside of it. The teleportation circle will be inside kind of a little house or cottage or whatever it was I established, which I can find it maybe. That's all the proper tavern stuff. Da.
God, we haven't been here in forever.
I'm like sizing the place up like, yeah, I could turn this into a sick ass stash, you guys. This would be one of our summer homes.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely
I
gonna
don't know.
be.
There were some people here that were rather rude.
I mean, we're rude, so.
I believe it's some sort of like I said, like a small building of some sort. I don't remember offhand, but we're not going to dwell.
It was the basement.
No,
Yeah.
that's
That's
where
at the
that's at
house.
the
We're like
dragon
child-free,
dragon
extremely high-paying
eating it.
jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Spend all
dumped
our money on
into
Subarus.
kind of like a small
It's
little
fantastic.
like a safe house or something inside the edge of the tree timbers or the twisted timbers. Boy, it's getting rough.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you will find yourself in the location of the teleportation circle. We'll move along. So now you have teleported from your current location to the very edge of the timbers, where you had originally teleported in several weeks ago, probably nearing a month at this point, getting close, because it took you quite a
month and a half too.
yeah. So now what? It's vacant. It has not been utilized. There's no one there to greet you.
Let's
I'm
make
gonna
haste.
look around. I want to check for weapons and potions and.
Sure. There will be a small supply of inside this kind of like rickety building or wherever this thing is. There'll be like a small satchel that has like a couple potions and some like rations that are. I mean, they're edible. They might have been good, say, a month ago.
What potions? I go bring
2
them
potions.
to the party dad.
To-
Be like, what?
2 potions of healing they're pretty easy to identify. They'll even be labeled. So the 2d4 plus 2 kind. There'll be some basic weapons, daggers, short swords, things like that. Simple arrows, short bows. Like a handful or a variety that you guys could have used or whatever. They look like they... I don't think anybody kind of looked at the surroundings when this happened. So they may have been here beforehand, or they may have been placed. They do show time, like they've been there for a while.
I went ahead and grabbed some of the mundane arrows just to
Sure.
pop myself off.
Sure.
All right, well, through the teleportation circle.
Yep.
Unless everybody ready?
So everybody gets on the circle. Stone is pulled. Count is given. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Slam it in the center. When it does, there's a wave of energy that spreads. All these ruins ignite. And within a matter of seconds, you're enveloped with a subtle. And
Did
then
it do that last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
You all of a sudden will all need to make con saving throws to see if you are violently vomiting. As you find yourself inside of a cellar, and then there's a sudden popping sound as you return to this side.
Return to this place we started?
You have no idea where the fuck you are.
Oh, okay.
The 4 of them look vaguely familiar around. It's kind of like when you haven't been somewhere in a long time, you go back, you're like, okay, this is familiar, but it's still kind of weird feeling.
I don't.
All again.
Oh,
I don't
God.
feel so.
He did that the first time. That's great.
Fucking plebs.
I'm going to like cover my nose with my claws and like hand a little napkin out to you.
So, let's see. Let me give the description to reorientate ourselves. Ish.
What was the number to beat?
What you got?
11.
You're good.
Okay.
I'm assuming an 8 failed. So.
An 8 would have failed, yes. You find yourself in what appears to be like some sort of cellar. And inside the cellar, there was kind of a laboratory and apartment in which Cinder would use. When you first got down here, when this whole shebang started, it was lit with like lantern light and everything. It is dark down here, so dark vision is crucial.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got it,
Cool.
you can always light something to give you
I'm gonna light
visuals.
my stick.
There will be the sounds of footfalls above you, like people walking around on the floor above you, which you can look up and see through kind of the cracks. There are some shadows and movements, and a little bit of light that's kind of like showing through the boards, the floorboards.
I got dark vision. I'm checking around. Any more potions, arrows?
She's got a full laboratory of like all kinds of crazy concoctions.
Hey, Dad, which one of these are safe to drink?
No.
I'm gonna take
It
them
doesn't tell you
all.
if it's safe. It just tells you if it's magical or not, or you can identify it. But it doesn't mean it's not brewed wrong or meant to be something else. Just keep
I
that in mind.
trust Party Dad Ilias. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't trust my
When it comes to magic, yeah.
Do you want me to arcane them, or do you
How,
want me to...
what color potions? What am I pulling out?
There's like various color potions from like bottles that look like they have nothing in them.
I think the Warhound just fell.
No, she's probably trying to get down here. Anyway, so like you pick it up and you feel there's weight to the bottle, but it looks empty. There's
Okay, so weighted empty bottle. How
there's
many
a
of those?
couple, just one of those. There's a couple of stronger healing potions of the 4x4 plus 4 variety.
Can I join those?
So, hey.
Roll a d4. Roll a d4. See how many there are.
On board.
1.
Half.
4.
There's 4. You'll be able to get 4 of them.
Does well, okay, we have 5 of us. Everyone gets one.
That's fine. You can all take 1.
There's a bunch of books of alchemy and different things that are on, like, there's a bunch of alchemical tools and components where you would use to brew these potions and things like that. It looks like Cinder's been dabbling into, like, creating and concocting things. There is going to be a journal, it looks like, leather-bound journal with a strap. That's resting on the countertop.
I'm gonna open it and like flip through.
It looks very magic-y.
Here you go.
I'll take it and look at it.
It looks like arcane magic.
Like,
A
is it
spell
in a language I can read?
Arcane.
Okay.
Can you read
your
arcane?
Roll your arcana.
Nat 26.
It's a spell book. It's a wizard spell book.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's got
Just
up
pocket
to
that.
like...
That's worth something, right?
It looks like fifth level versus formulas for spells.
Nice. Do I
Take
sniff any
dice.
arrows out?
No arrows.
Damn it.
There's a comfortable, plush-looking bed that's not been slept in quite some time.
Hmm.
Personal belongings, change of clothes, things like that. that are
Any
down here.
magical armament?
No. She's a wizard, Harry.
Who's Harry?
That's her pet.
Is that guy down the street?
I'm just wondering.
It's Harry the feline. It's her cat. Magical cat.
Mm. Yes.
Is there anything that would look like it would be particularly helpful?
Not the bronze.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the potions were probably the most helpful thing.
Okay.
Do we have one that needs, or how many are weird that we don't know about?
I have a weighted empty bottle.
That's the one you got that you're unsure about. It
Potion of
feels-
some kind.
Yep.
I will grab the potion. I will sit down for 1 minute.
Oh,
And
okay.
cast
I'll hand it over
Identify.
to you. Be like, honey, what is this?
I cast Identify on this potion.
It's a potion of invisibility.
Snipe. Assassinate.
Oh. Should we give this to the assassin?
I mean,
Would you like this as a dread ambusher?
No, I feel like the assassin could probably
I'm gonna be
assassinate
like
better.
500 feet away from everyone, so I probably don't need to be invisible.
Yeah, me either.
Probably.
So, you know. I'll
Give it to the
just-
assassin. Assassin's gonna sass, you know?
I'll take it.
Welcome back to civilization, by the way.
Yeah. Let's head upstairs.
It's noisy.
Okay, you take these set of stone steps up and they kind of spiraled. I think they go back up into a door that looks like it has a latch to release on the inside. If you remember correctly, I think it was like a secret door.
Yes.
This is all improv. I'm working on the fly here, people, so we'll see how this goes.
Welcome.
So, no, I was prepared for you to return here. Just
Okay.
all the details are up here somewhere.
Switch 2 tablets to your left.
Right.
That's not.
So the door opens up.
Someone played a bard?
You're into the well-lit bar area. That's very familiar. You will see a few familiar faces. I would say that Ecstasy is definitely working at this point, as she is, I want to say, the evening waitress, second shift waitress, and then you're going to see the Furbolg.
Furbolg?
Yep, he is the second shift barman. Confused, not expecting you to walk out of that area. They kind of pause for a second.
Howdy.
A few patrons kind of look around confused. Welcome
John,
back,
that's
is what
fine.
you'll hear the Furbolg say.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Near a month, that's what he'll say.
Was that it?
Actually, over a month.
That sounds right.
Couple
well,
questions. Is there a tree attacking the coast or a dragon attacking a city?
It's bold.
Cut to the chase.
And if there's not, well,
There is a lot of
Encourage your
activities taking place on the continent of Alteratus. Nothing here as of yet other than magic is a little warm.
Oh, thank you, Moon Goddess.
If I remember correctly, Traynor was the individual that was kind of leading everything outside of Syndra. So
You got it.
is Traynor in by chance?
He's fast asleep up in his chambers.
Okay,
He can give you the direction of where they're at.
perfect.
It is probably like late evening now that you guys are here.
Outside of that,
The ambience of a city of a like port city is like outside, and it's like weird because you guys have had a whole lot of time of like strange animals and foresty things. Like now you're back inside the concrete jungle, if you will. The smell of ocean. The smell of ocean is in the air because you are in a port. All these things.
Where are the trees?
Like,
I will.
if you look out there, they're like literally like trees that are
in little
encircled
pots,
in
you know?
pots.
What
like
is
in the,
this?
Yeah.
This poor baby can't even grow in here.
Welcome to a loud city.
I'm gonna go back in and
It's
ask
the ocean.
Ecstasy if there are any magic shops or
Yeah, there's
fancy arrow with magic to murder people shops.
there's
She'll
multiple,
phrase it exactly. like
multiple
that.
shops
Let's
within
not
several
continue
blocks.
murdering. Look down low on the murdering.
She'll
Gonna
give
pull
you,
out a little like piece of parchment and be like, "I rough sketch. Where am I going?"
she'll give you the location and directions to like 3 or 4 different
Nice.
magic shops, whether they're magic like components or weapons. Like you'll have your pick here. It's a bustling port city.
Should we? I'm like looking at them, but I'm not saying it like super quietly. Should we like like warn the authorities of the city about what's going on and like prepare them to like militarize or something?
Cranon, the Furblog, will overhear that, and he'll say, they're well aware of what's going on. It's all abuzz throughout Solaris, being the world.
Okay, cool. Just being sure.
News of a cataclysmic event from 3 different entities, I'm sure makes rounds pretty quickly.
Can you explain why the magic is all wonky? As some of the lights might flicker.
If I could do that, I'd be making way more money than this.
One of the wells of magic, the one that happened to be in Teardal, has possibly, maybe, slightly been destroyed. When a giant have you ever heard of the Demigorgon? It's a
No, what's a well of magic is what he says.
That's what gives you
That's
the
what I've
magic.
said several times.
That's what provides the natural flow of magic into this world. When that gets destroyed, magic goes very bad.
You're explaining it. He still seems slightly confused, but he kind of grasps the basic of the conversation.
Magic bad, well broken.
Mm-hmm. He's getting it. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and talk with Trevor.
Okay. So you go up, knocking on the door. You'll hear, who is it? Through the door.
It's Imon.
Who?
Imon, one of the representatives that was sent to Teardal.
Oh, just a minute. You hear some fumbling around. For about a minute, and you'll hear the door unlock. He opens it up, peeks through, squints, light kind of hitting him, opens the door fully. He's like dressed in his, clothing, but like sleeping wear. What are you doing here?
Well, we are getting ready to attack a demon lord, and
Oh, that's all. I'm just kidding. Carry on.
and was hoping we might be able to have some assistance in the form of gold, diamonds, magical items, any of the above that could be given.
Well, give me a moment. I'll be down. Let me get myself further awakened, that's what he's going to say, and gather my thoughts. I'll be with you in a minute. He closes the door politely, and you can hear that he's kind of making himself ready. As Imon is doing this, what is everybody else doing? Or did you all cram up?
No, I'm like booking it out to shops because I know what I want.
Cool.
I'll
go with
tell everyone
Brina.
I'll be back in like a couple hours. Got some shopping to do.
Wait, honey. Not alone. Take a buddy. I'll go with you.
Thanks, honey.
I'm gonna see if we can get anything from this other guy first, and then go shopping.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just sit at the table.
Okay. Knox.
Same.
Okay, so you two will sit down. You'll get a drink, obviously, on the house.
Oh yes, it's day drinking time.
So you guys will have some.
It's
Well,
evening,
actually,
it's
evening.
5 o'clock somewhere. Calm
Right.
down.
So the two of you are out in the bustling city. Rilda, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Perception check.
Just want to see if you could handle the overwhelming metropolis that is what you're not used to.
Good, great, grand, wonderful. That is a 14 wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. It's a slight bit of overwhelming at first. Runa's there to kind of help you talk through it a little bit. And
Runa, this is a lot.
Believe me, I grew up in the mountains. God, they're so noisy. It's
like,
worse than like the chicken coops.
I was at the castle with the queen, and that was much for me. Just like coming out of my hole, and I thought that was as big as it got. Like it seemed like the world to me, and here we are, and like everywhere I turn, there's a person, and I'm just.
It's okay. It's okay. Just deep breaths. Deep breaths in.
Everything's so close. Like, how do I even shoot them? Like, if I shoot them, I'm gonna miss because they're so close. And
honestly, what works really well is just like glaring at people. Most of them just like leave you alone.
Rilda, go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw. As you are almost violently shouldered into.
oh god.
Oh, I will be very upset to whoever just tried to shoulder
11.
check. Does she stumble?
You are very upset, and you catch her as this person's like, "Excuse me," and just keeps walking on.
I'm gonna growl. Like, I'm gonna be animalistic towards them. Like, I am a drow.
Look, mommy, scary! Is what one little child will point to as you do that, and she like freaks
Okay,
out.
we don't growl at the little ones, but that big asshole back there, yeah, totally.
You just
growl
knocked me
at
to
that
the
one.
ground, so I'm a little on edge.
I got you. I got you, boo. I got you.
I don't know how much longer I can stay here.
Yeah, many people here are.
Yeah, you gotta have the like growling angry face and like walk forward.
Mm-hmm.
I smile, so like they see my thing.
As you guys are traveling, you are getting quite a bit of stares.
We're probably the
More-
only drow into backseat
Yeah.
walking down the street.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like people are like trying to figure out like.
I feel like everybody's looking at me.
Honey, let's just start skipping.
Skipping?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that gonna help me?
No, it's just gonna make me feel better.
Okay. Then we skip.
Okay.
What up?
So as you guys begin to skip,
Yep.
somebody's like, "They're going to attack!" like that, and they all creates a little bit of panic, and people within probably several hundred feet begin to run and scamper away.
Beautiful.
You'll hear what potentially
I
could
told
be
you,
the
skipping
guards
works fantastically.
running in this direction, trying to settle down whatever this is. As you see the guards kind of pushing through, trying to make their way towards essentially where you are.
If they see us, my arm, not even close to any weapons. I'm just like skipping, 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 with a grimace on my face. Like fangs out.
So there will be two
So
guards
comical.
that
It's
will
fantastic.
approach or be within 20 feet of where you are, and they're going to be like, "Oh, what business do you have here, and why are you doing that strange thing?"
I will, immediately, as soon as I, recognize that they're guards that have walked up, stop skipping and go, get to attention or, go to, a stance, to show, hey, I know I'm on that level
Okay.
for somebody else. And be like...
Runa's straight gonna be like, with the syndicate, I'm here to get, equipped for stuff to go, kill the Demogorgon.
What she said, and also, we don't mean any harm, and, there's a lot of people here, and I'm not really that scary in
It's
real
okay,
life.
just... I know there's a lot of people.
We recognize the syndicate for sure. We ask that you try not to induce panic with your strange behaviors.
The skipping?
What is skipping?
And I'm gonna do it again?
Yes, it's very strange. It alerts and alarms people.
Jeez. A little touchy here, but alright.
An intimidation tactic, darling.
I'm gonna, smile, like I have seen the other people smile, that does not look friendly.
The guards are going to say, "Just be cautious," and they're going to be like, "It's okay, everyone. Things are under control. They just do not understand your customs and ways." Blah blah blah.
I love your smile, darling,
wave.
but it is terrifying to a lot of people.
Some people will acknowledge you with a wave back. Other people are a little
what the fuck
hesitant,
is this?
"Oh my gosh." You guys will make it to your first magic place. Are you going for weaponry or magical things? What are we going for?
I want an armorer, and I want a jeweler, and
Sure.
I want an arrower.
Fletcher.
Fletcher.
Okay. So where do you want to start?
Arrower.
Where do you want to start?
Armory.
They're kind of
Armory?
broken. They're
Okay.
okay. So you
Actually, no. Can we go to the? Because I'd rather have the fancy arrows, and if I like kill all my money on that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Fletcher's
Okay,
fine.
we're going to Fletcher first.
Okay, so you go in and there's a vast array of arrows and bolts for crossbows, for short bows, or bows in general. Different types of arrows that have been built or constructed from like basic to slightly above, and then there's a bunch of magically imbued arrows that are all quite pricey.
I'm gonna. Is there a shopkeeper?
Oh yeah, absolutely. As well as some
male,
people
female?
shopping. Roll me a d6.
One.
It'll be female.
Excuse me, fine madam. I am here for the absolute top of the line arrows that you possess. I want something that packs the biggest punch, especially if you have like any holy or like anti-demon or like, you know, banishment arrows, whatever.
We do have some. And
Oh, perfect.
She's gonna go over to like basically like a big shelf that's been kind of divided up to where they lay the arrows in. And this particular shelf you can see has a bit of a angelic or radiant glow to it. So
Wait, right? The holy stuff will like defeat the demon lord, right?
She's going to bring forth one of the arrows and tell you that this here is a well-crafted arrow of radiance.
I would like to pick it up and, very familiar with the arrow. I'm going to like test its balance.
It's
and,
balanced
like,
properly. It has a bit of a magical tinge that you felt dealing with the Solar of Radiance. And essentially it'll be a +2 arrow that deals a d8 radiant damage as an after. It does like a radiant burst.
1d8 radiance?
Yes, correct.
On a hit?
It's 35 gold pieces per arrow.
How many of these do you have?
She has enough to fill a quiver. So multiply that times 30. I think 30 is in a quiver.
And okay, she said it costs 30?
30.
Okay. 30 gold for one.
35 for one.
35.
And 30 arrows in a quiver. So 35 times 30.
Do you have any arrows that come back?
Arrows of returning?
Mm-hmm.
We do have a few.
How much is an arrow of returning?
About 100 gold pieces per arrow. And they basically will return 3 times. Before the magic is exhausted.
And what about arrows of teleportation? Or like something that can move me from one spot where I shoot. Is there a thing?
Sure, they have that. It'll be the arrow looks as if it's got a mist on it, so it'll be equivalent to Misty Step.
Perfect. I would love to purchase some of those.
That is about 40 gold pieces per arrow.
I will take 3 of those, please.
Okay.
Can I have a discount for being a war hero?
I have plenty of those here. We don't give discounts.
What if I told you we're probably going to go
There's
die
only
fighting a
total-
Demogorgon?
There's only a total of 5 of those arrows.
I only have enough money for 1.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
I
When you
would
go to
do
reach
1.
for your money, it's gone. I meant to tell you that.
Oh. Can we put on the Queen's tab?
What queen?
The Drow Queen.
She looks confused.
My queen.
We don't acknowledge the queen here. I'm sorry. It's what she says politely and confused.
I will say... I'm gonna make my case. We've been fighting for days. And now I'm in this godforsaken city, and I'm willing to risk my life to save this place, and you won't even give me a deal on 1 arrow.
Honey?
Okay,
Do you have anything to trade her, maybe? We'll go find the person that stole your gold coins, but maybe trade? We have a lot of old useless things.
You'll hear from a shop across the way. I'm a war hero. I demand a discount. I've done so much fighting as an adventurer.
I am dripping in the blood of a Solar.
I am dripping in the blood of a demon, is what you'll hear. See, we get this all the time. People try to fleece us for coin.
God, fucking Zoomers, am I right? Just kidding, we love you guys.
Let's see, what's in my... Oh,
All of our golds are gone.
I got a snake from a Medusa head.
Just yours.
I got a skin from a large constrictor snake.
When you were knocked almost to the ground, they picked your pocket.
Yeah.
I got him.
So while you guys work on that, I'm gonna flash back over to the Three Dragon Annie Inn. And we're back. So, as we pick back up from our brief intermission or break, we find everyone reconvening inside the Three Dragon Tavern and Inn. As let me look at my notes. Traynor has made his way finally down to the tavern area, approaching the table where everybody will reconvene or be gathered. As he plunks down a fairly decent-sized lockbox or chest, probably about 18 inches long, 12 to 15 inches high. It's got a lock on it. There's definitely very heavy contents inside, and it jingles. Here, this was left for you ages ago, that's what he'll say.
Of course it was. I love the communication that it has for everyone.
Well, that is appreciated. How much is it?
There will be 5,000 gold pieces inside of there.
Well, you should wait.
Right?
There will be an assortment of probably about 1,000 gold pieces of jewels in there too. So you got 6,000 total.
1,200 pieces.
Y'all the one that dropped the ball. Y'all could have been had this mess.
Now, of those jewels, are there like diamonds of specific sizes?
There would be 2 diamonds of 300 gold piece value.
And then some various.
And just smaller denominations, yeah.
That will help.
He then will pull forth, he has a small kind of side satchel that he plunks on the table. And inside there will be some potions in there as well. There will be 4 potions of superior healing. There will be 6 potions of, where are we at here? Where is that?
Raver.
Superior healing.
6 potions?
4 potions of,
Superior healing.
yeah, and then there's going to be 6 potions of, I gotta find out what it was. Actually, I think it's on this paper right here. That's what happens when you run on the fly. You gotta use these notes. Not what I wanted. I lied. Ah, there we go. Potions of vitality, 6 of them. These are going to be very useful if you're dealing with certain conditions. That's what he's going to say. Especially if you've had a lot of nightmares and bad dreams like everyone has here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
As you can see, he's got some sunken, his eyes are sunken, kind of discoloration around his eyes where he's had like not good long rests.
Alright, well, that is greatly appreciated.
Oh, one more thing. He reaches inside kind of his robe and pulls it out, and it's basically like a big mark or whatever of the Royal Syndicate that you can show, and you'll get a discount at stores.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Wow, cool.
Should have waited.
Right.
Alright.
It'll be a 50% half off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who are we talking to right now?
Traynor.
Traynor. He is the guy that you guys encountered when you got off the docks, traveling by boat here to Merchant's Landing. He's the younger brother, I think, of somebody who backshot.
Sure, he's the one that you were with.
Yep, I need to know,
Yeah, that's correct.
are there any any Royal Elvish people in town, or is there an Elven temple in town?
Oh, yeah, there is. There would be. He gives you the directions. It'll be on the kind of northern part, right before you get to.
I need to hit up an Elven temple.
Yep. Well, I know exactly why now. Just hit me. Yeah, there is. I'll say it's a temple dedicated to the All Mother.
All right. I have business to attend to. I will be back.
Fun.
Okay.
You guys don't remember? Come on.
Not quite.
Really? Okay.
What are we?
So Knox will take his leave,
All right.
and leaving the four of you at the table, as Runa is basically trying to tell Rilda, it's okay. We'll find your coin. It's all right.
It was only 40 gold, darling, but now I'm seeing that we definitely got ripped off because you rushed out the door. So I'm thinking we need to go back and get half our money back.
I'm not quite sure it works that way, but we'll see what we can do. I promise.
All right, well, I can definitely show y'all where the Fletcher is. I'm sure that's relevant to all your needs, right?
I don't have a bow.
No.
Oh, wow.
Not really.
Wow. Just wow.
How do you guys even fight?
Generally with my voice.
Spills.
It is very painful. Just kidding.
Dick.
We're all friends, right? Friends.
Some of us have one.
How many of us have them? Let's be friends.
You got it. You know where I was going with it.
Oldies.
All right, let me try to find.
I don't know about you guys, but these leathers are, they're worn out. If there's any way that we could maybe find some, like, better armor for my body.
Yeah.
Well, there's armors all around, is what you'll hear Ecstasy say as she sidles up to the table, offering drinks to anybody who wants them.
Yes, please.
Do you have tea?
There we go. Tea? I thought you didn't drink tea.
Is this real? I don't remember which
Tea
character.
is disgusting. I don't like tea.
Which character am I playing?
You're yeah,
Stay
right.
tuned.
Figure that out.
I mean, nasty tea. You got any normal
we only
water?
serve coffee up here.
That's fine. Coffee's fine.
Yeah, tea's gross.
Bean water.
Agreed.
It's for them fey people.
Hot bean juice. Hot beef juice.
Anything else you guys want to do? I'm gonna cut to Jason real quick. If you're all right.
No, I'm just gonna go shopping.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go to Knox. Knox, you the first to leave. How do you approach the city? Are you full cloaked? Are you going out looking specific?
I mean, I should be familiar enough with it. I'll be on guard.
Okay.
If someone's gonna try to steal from me, hopefully they go for my, my sleight of hand will be get it back.
Sure.
So
it probably takes you about 15 minutes to follow the directions that were pretty good, leading all the way up to kind of the northern section of the city. We'll say, Brian, if you want to do us a map change so that people can see our city. Yay, city. All right, so up in this direction, I'm sure it's hopefully it's like there you
For
go.
some reason
Zoom
I
in.
can't move. There we
There you
go.
go. So it'll be up in this area. Up here. There we go. You find a fairly modest but decently sized temple dedicated to the All Mother. It is basically kind of designed and, believe it or not, or ironically enough, like floral and light, like plant life and things like that. Greens, golds. Doors will be wide open. You'll see a few elves kind of going in very reverently, a few of them coming out.
I will approach the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a faint kind of smell of incense being burnt. It'll be kind of like a frankincense kind of vibe coming from the doorway. As you can see, there's several people that are in there kind of making, either paying alms kind of to the deity and or saying their prayers. There'll be a few kind of prophets and or priestesses or priests that are kind of meandering about, talking to people, trying to help people.
I will look for, I guess, a priest or some kind of somebody that looks regal, perhaps. I don't know.
Sure. Easy enough to find. There will be somebody available. Let's say evens, it'll be a priest. Odds, it'll be a priestess. Odds, it is 3, so it'll be a priestess. So a very young, but not like childlike elf, probably like mid to late 20s, will approach you. Kind of hands kind of tucked in the robe, and she kind of almost looks like she glides across towards you and says, "Is there something I can help you with? I see you looking around slightly confused. Perhaps I can help."
Yes, I need to speak to someone.
What form are you in?
Not
Okay.
claim. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Okay.
Or not. Came across an item on my journeys. How and who gave it to me is my business.
Okay.
But I need to know what I need to do next with it.
Wait here one moment. She's going to kind of excuse herself, and she glides over to a much older elder, if you will, we'll say priest, who looks as if he might be towards the back half of his life cycle. Still functioning, still healthy looking, but he's definitely got a lot of wisdom behind the eyes. So he is going to slowly make his way over, and he says, "Greetings. Sister Ella says that you had an item or something like that you needed someone to help you with."
Now, I'll pull it out and I will unsheath the Moonblade. For our assumptions, it has at least 2 runes on it. We will have to figure out how many it actually has, but there's a +1, and you did say it was finesse, so that would put it as at least 2 runes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yes, I was gifted this.
And what is it that you wish to have help with, is what he says suggestively.
I don't know.
I'm sure you're aware of what this is.
I am, and I'm aware that I guess if I'm not worthy of it, it'll reject me.
That's pretty accurate, is what he's going to say. This is a blade given to select followers of the All-Mother, the mistress of the earth and the moon, is what he'll say. This is a moon blade. Let's see, there's a thing in here for it. It's been so long since I've read or done this.
It doesn't say anything about attunement time. All it says it requires to be in the throne room of an elven regent or in a temple dedicated to an elven god.
That's correct.
Won't serve anyone in regards as craven, erratic, corrupt, or at odds with preserving and protecting the elven kind. If the blade rejects you, basically disadvantage. Until you die or the weapon is destroyed. A moonblade has 1 rune on its blade for each master it has served, typically 1d6 +1. The first rune always grants +1 bonus. As we discussed it, you said it was going to be finesse, so that's at least 2. And then we can figure out if I can attune to it, and then how many runes.
You're meaning to, yep, until you
Yep.
die.
And
Okay.
that is entirely up to you.
So,
How many you would have to roll for the previous owners and
yes,
for each rune.
yes. So here's what we're going to do to see if you're going to become worthy. So he will lead you to a kind of a smaller area, more of like a private sanctuary thing, that there is a bunch of iconography and idols of the moon, a representation of like a moon goddess or the All-Mother. He is going to begin to pull out some sticks of incense. He lights the incense, kind of gets the ambience and things set right, make sure the lanterns are lit and so forth. There's going to be a small pool of water with kind of this fount that's kind of pouring into it. Just kind of creates this very, I don't know, like peaceful, kind of serene, like fountain sound. He's going to tell you the altar is there, referring to the fountain. He's going to say, the prayer is yours to give. And basically, you're going to make a religion check, placing the weapon kind of on the altar of water or where it is, and if it hits the number, we'll see what happens.
All right.
So he excuses himself. He'll curtain off the area, kind of giving privacy.
All right. Okay, I will, place the blade and be like, look, this isn't something that I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really pray to deities, but I have seen strange things these last few weeks, and I believe I am going to my doom.
Yeah.
But if I can save it, save everyone, that's the price to pay.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and roll a religion.
Here comes a 1. 11 plus 1, so 12.
Okay, so you take a moment, kind of bow reverently, kind of waiting for some sort of like crazy magic that you've seen recently. And there's a brief pause, and you're thinking, okay. And that's when you kind of hear ripples of water. And you will see the water kind of shape into the form of a very beautiful and slightly seductive, like elven female form. Beautiful kind of like natural headdress or gear that kind of resembles the iconography or the statues of the All-Mother. As you're going to see the blade is lifted up when this form or this water takes shape. The figure is going to hand the blade to you.
All right, I'll take it. Like, ooh.
As you do, there's kind of this very strange static kind of charge that goes into your kind of hand, shoots up your arm as you grab it, and there's this brief kind of pain or something that hits your side temple, and then you can hear, finally, a connection. This elven female voice that talks as if the blade has its own sentience to it. When you look back, the water is back into the fountain.
All right. Yeah, I'll just take a look at it and...
Who is wielding me? What great warrior holds me in thine hand?
Nox.
Nox, it
Just
is
Nox.
nice to finally make acquaintance to you. I am yours to wield to justice. I have been sent by the All-Mother.
Well,
I feel as if there is some slight connection to her husband, the All-Father. What that is, maybe we'll find along the way.
well, we did just fight something that summoned down the power of the All-Father that gave us a gift. His
Can you
heart,
elaborate?
the heart,
Of...
solar.
Perhaps that is the magical twinge I feel upon you. Almost like an aura or something that resonates. I will guide your hand to justice. Wield me with great knowledge. Together we will become warriors for the All-Mother.
Well, I hope we know what we're getting into.
Okay, that'll be seen then. You'll be attuned to it, and you'll have the access to it. We can work on that and fill the details in a little bit.
All right.
Okay, back to the party that's been patiently waiting to
And
go
then I will
shopping.
head back that way once we're done.
Gotcha. What are we shopping for?
So I want to go and see if I can find a set of drums, or a drum.
Oh, that'll be easy.
Specifically, I'm looking for the magic item, Rhythm Maker's Drum.
Oh, okay.
Rhythm is a dancer.
I'm hoping to be able to find the rare version, which would give a +2 bonus to attack and saving throws through DCs. My bard spells.
Oh my god. Okay. Percentage, I went with a very low percentage, and you're good. You will be able to locate one at a instrument shop, essentially, for producing instruments. You'll be able to have one. It is a rare item.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the drum value is, I don't know, probably like a couple gold pieces or something. So we're going to say that this is probably like 750 gold pieces for this.
Okay.
That's what we're going to say.
So I will go ahead and as well use show the mark of the syndicate.
So you can get it for half.
And I will then pay the 375 gold.
Deal.
I'm gonna try and find an animated shield.
Okay. Unfortunately, you'll spend at least an hour looking around. You'll find some really cool shit, but you won't be able to find an animated shield.
And the only other thing that I really would like is to see if I can find some armor that has necrotic resistance. Oh yeah.
Or radiant.
Huh? I don't think the Demigorgon did radiant damage. I'm pretty sure he did necrotic.
You will be able to find various assortments of armor, but unfortunately, necrotic is not one of them.
Damn.
Necrotic is something that people look at you strange. Like, oh, we really haven't encountered it, or, kind of a very strange item that they would carry.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was worth
What
a
about
shot.
an amulet of health?
That you'll be able to find. Yeah. Those are not necessarily the cheapest. Check the price. Oh, sorry, I probably just blew some of your drums out by hitting the microphone. Amulet of health is in the A's for amulet.
Or is it under H for health?
Okay. You might be right. Alright, it is a rare item. Wondrous rare. So we're gonna go with like. Double check that. I'm pretty sure rare items are like within the 500 or 5,000 range or some crazy shit like that. There's a thing for that. There we go. Okay. We will say you will find one, and they have it at 1,300 gold pieces.
So if I show them the syndicate thing,
Maybe
it's
half.
700?
Yeah.
Nope, 13, 6 and a half.
750.
No, 650.
No, 650. Sorry.
You're still a Strata for losing it for gold.
What?
Yeah, I
So
am.
I said Rilda's still distraught over losing 40 gold.
Oh. I'm assuming we're splitting this money.
Yeah, I
have some
divvied
gold,
out 1,000 to each
but
person.
not that much, so I will.
Bryan,
buy
will
one of
transition
those.
back over to our full screen.
Yeah.
That might be with zero. Wonderful faces.
Get that.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Thank you.
Welcome to our shopping episode. That was not
Long,
prepared,
long
not
overdue.
prepared to be a shopping episode, but definitely overdue.
615. Oh, one last thing.
Yeah,
Wand of magic missile.
yeah. You will definitely be able to find one of those because I love magic missile. It's a rare item as well,
Double check.
or is it a?
Wand of magic missile is uncommon.
Oh, so it's even cheaper. Yep, you'll be able to find one for 250 gold pieces. So half of that would be
125.
There you go.
Cool, I'm gonna buy one too.
I'm looking for some studded armor of any coolness.
They have some of those. Are you looking? Like they have up to +3 studded armor. That is going to be the +3 studded armor is like with half discount, probably like 3,000 gold pieces.
No, that's not happening.
You can get 2 for probably about 1,500 gold pieces. That's halved.
And that would give me a plus 13 or a 13 AC.
It gives you up to 2 on top of what the
Yeah.
studded armor
Which
is.
would be
Give me
14, actually.
14.
The studded is 12.
Yeah, +2,
Okay.
so it's 14 on top of your dex.
My AC
Plus-
is 16, so I mean,
What kind
18.
of armor are you currently using?
just leather, but I mean, I don't get in close range. I'm torn. I'm still shopping.
Okay.
I'm gonna also then go ahead and pick up 2 more potions of greater healing. I think those are normally what 150 or how much are they normally?
They're like 500.
500
For greater?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 250 a piece. Two for one.
Okay, I'll pick up 2 more greater healing potions and then some magical chalk for
Your circle?
my circle.
Yeah.
So
How much is
Probably
the
a
greater
couple
healing
more.
potion for? My bad.
Greater,
Yeah.
half price at 250. So for 500, you get 250 per one.
I will go ahead. So picking up 2 greater healings for 500 total, and then with the half off, I'm going to go ahead and pick up another 50 gold worth. So 100 gold worth technically for 50 gold worth. The magic that gives me 2 circles.
Beautiful. So
550 total.
got it.
Alright.
I love it. Everybody's feeling better, buying things.
Distractions.
Meanwhile, there's shit
Huh?
going on.
Apparently I have 5 greater healing potions now.
Jesus. Is that with?
Don't remember when I got the other ones.
All right, let's take a look at our Moonblade while they're kind of doing that. So we established there was 2 runes in, correct? As I catch you, big drink.
Yes, 2 runes because you said it was finesse when I had it, and the first rune is a +1 automatically.
But you don't know what the other moon, the second rune, does, correct?
Well, we would assume it's already the second rune because there is a proper. When you read the stats, it becomes finesse with a certain percentage. So you said it would be finesse for flavor. So I'm assuming that would be at least 2 of the runes right there, and then you would have to determine how many other
Runes
previous
would have been
owners
in?
there are, and then I would add 1 as I become attuned.
Yes. So how many does it hold?
It says typically 1d6 plus 1.
Okay, and we determined.
At least 2, so I
So I'm
would.
going to give it an additional rune
Okay.
that will be unlocked once now that you've attuned to it, and then your rune will, now that you are, would be the 4th rune. So
Again.
total 4.
So you would have to roll a percentage dice.
Let's do that to determine. Okay, so we have scored. Oh. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a percentage dice?
Come on,
I
100.
have an arrow of wall thing. Do you want it?
Yeah.
So I don't know why I have it.
I'm gonna wallop somebody. Okay.
49.
Oh. Okay, interesting. I want you to play evens or odds for me.
Odds.
Oh, okay. So you gain, because you're attuned to it, you gain resistance against a damage type of my choice. The evens and odds, which you guessed right, is necrotic.
How
about
lucky.
Alright.
Okay. On
And
the
then, am I rolling another percentage dice? Because we're adding 2 runes, right? The one that the other previous owner. And then,
So the one rune gives you makes it a +1. I'm pretty sure the other.
so it
rune-
already had 2 runes on it.
Yes.
And then you were to determine if it had any other runes on it as well. But I'm
Which-
adding a 3rd rune to it.
Or you're adding a 4th. There was a
But
3rd.
yeah, so I don't know what the 3rd is unless that was the
That
percentage.
was the 3rd. That
Okay,
was what
so
we
then
did.
I have to roll again
for
for the 4th,
the one that you're at.
the one that I'm.
That is correct.
And another minor property. No, wait, it's that's that's number 31. So that adds a +1 to it. So now it's a +2.
There you go. Your blade has been established with its
Resistance to necrotic.
female elven sentient.
I would love to see if I can track down a ring of evasion.
Sure, you'll be able to find one.
Okay. How much, boss man?
Is it, or what type is it? Rare or uncommon?
Rare, yeah.
I would say you'd be able to lock one down with the discount right at about 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
And I do need to do some shopping as well.
And
Get
then
on
I'm
it,
going to
man.
go back to the Fletcher.
Get on it, man.
But I'm gonna go to one of these shops. I have items to trade.
I don't. All of my stuff was gone. It was all taken. And then used.
Might have been where all the potions I got from.
That's probably where they came from.
Yeah.
My bag of holding.
If I was Runa, what kind of armor would my Runa want?
She's a fighter.
She's a fighter, but she has
But she-
high deck, so light armor.
Right. I bet she already has a shield. I'm just gonna go get more arrows and hopefully get a discount.
This time you'll get a discount for sure.
Can I get a credit? Dog?
No.
Please?
No credit.
Do you convince Imon to come with you on
Yeah. And I look threateningly intimidating.
Well, that's not gonna help.
I mean, I look
That's
friendly and
definitely
nice.
not. Yeah. I will do a persuasion on the.
Sure. Shopkeep.
I told you I was a war
shopkeep,
hero.
and I will say I do apologize. I know my friend was in earlier. Unfortunately, she made it here before we had completed all of our requirements for obtaining our sigil. As you can see, we are current agents of the Syndicate. We are getting ready to attack the demon that is causing all of the chaos currently in this continent, and will then be going to assist the other continents. Any discounts that you are able to give to my friend on the items that they already purchased would be greatly appreciated. And I rolled a 31.
Oh, even by presenting just the letter of the mark from the Royal Syndicate is like we will do the best we can as far as prices, for sure.
I greatly appreciate that. So
This point going forward is what she adds into it.
We should have brought the sneaky one. Okay, fine. But don't think I'm gonna be saying good words about your shop. And I will. How much are the necrotic arrows?
Did we establish that? Was it like?
I don't know if we ever stopped.
I don't think so. So we'll do 30 gold pieces per arrow.
Okay, I'm gonna do 30, or I'll do 10 of those. That's 300.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will do 5 more of the radiant. So that's a total of 10. Oh wait, they're 30, so it's only gonna be 15 apiece.
Yes.
So that means I need to add back 150. And then I'll do 5 more of the radiant, which are 35 divided by 2, which is 1750
Correct.
times 5. Oh god.
What was the numbers?
I got a calculator.
Don't forget you have silver.
Yes.
What size is the demo going through?
Huge.
Gargantuan.
Gargantuan.
Yeah.
Gargantuan, so that's above huge.
Yeah. Top of the chain.
It's- yeah.
750.
I went on that one.
And okay. And what else? We're like really out here trying to kill a bunch of crazy stuff. What else do you have that could be relevant to two long-range people?
Pretty sure we
Fletcher person.
Do you have it in your inventory?
Do you have any secrets in the back? Like,
Do you want to
cool demon slaying insanity?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see. We can do that. We can do. She's got 6 arrows of demon slaying.
All right. Can we work out any kind of deal since we gave you full price on those other things where...
I mean, you're getting half off. These are very expensive. She's like, they're 100 gold.
I hope your
apiece.
life is worth all this bargaining because we're about to save your life. I'm just going to remind you.
I'm doing the best that I can. I have to make a living.
600 apiece. Oh.
100 apiece. So it'll be.
They're 100 apiece with the discount, so they would be original price 200.
And she has 6 forms.
She has 6 of them, so 600 gold gives you 6 arrows, demon. Yes.
Fine.
Arrows and slaying devils or demon. Sorry.
Got
It's
it.
been a long episode.
Hopefully it works on the pinnacle.
I hope so.
Okay.
We're going to find out.
She puts a sign in it really quick. No refunds.
Of course. Can we leave here, please?
Yeah.
You don't like city life?
Okay. So I'm coming to barter, Dormammu.
Okay.
Come to bargain.
Come to bargain. I have several items that I can't use that someone else may be able to handle, and I am looking for something to help along my travels. And I'm going to bring out a +1 longbow, a +2 longbow, and the bow of vicious retribution.
Okay. So it'll be like 3,000 gold pieces worth of trade.
Okay. Then I'm looking for anything like, you said 3,000?
3,000 in trade.
3,000 in trade. So
Are you looking for a weapon?
no,
Where are you at?
I'm looking for
Magic? Or are you looking for armor?
armor or like a,
Okay, because it's going to go down if you're in an armor place to where if you were actually looking for weapons. you're
right.
like-
So I would like to find like a cloak of displacement, an amulet of health, something
Sure.
stupid.
Sure.
Like
Okay, so if you go, you could probably find the cloak and the amulet in the same place. They probably would only give you 2,500 for the weapons because it's not their shtick
okay.
in trade.
And how much do those things cost
For
for trade?
Start with one. Which one do you want?
Let's start with the let's start with the amulet of health.
What was yours, Katie? Like 750?
Yeah.
Yeah, 700, I think it was 750 gold pieces for the amulet of health.
After or before?
That is before.
Okay.
I think it was. Maybe 325.
Yeah, so 750 half off is 325.
Are there any cloaks around as well?
There's a ton of magical cloaks.
Okay.
You have your pick of the litter on that.
Cloak of displacement would be nice.
Okay. They'll have that available.
Let me do math here just to make sure.
The Coco's displacement is about 2,000 gold pieces before the discount, so 1,000 after.
1325, and I still have roughly $1,200 worth of trade in.
Correct.
That doesn't help me because I'm looking for studded armor, like a magic, like +1 or +2 studded armor, and they won't have it here.
No.
What can I trade in here for the 1,200 or the 1325?
So you're more of like item stuff. So like obviously cloaks,
I have
bags of holding will be here.
She's a bard and she's like the leader of the party. Or not bard, she's a paladin.
Other items
No,
of
so if
value.
I'm trading in
Always
3
constantly, like,
magical
threatening people
bows,
standing back like
which
villains.
2 can I trade in and then have another to take to the armory, perhaps to trade in for something?
Well, how it'll break down essentially is what they can do is you'll need to have all 3 for trade in.
Okay,
The difference that you're not using, they can give you half in cash or coin.
that's fine.
So
Before
What-
you take that deal, go ahead and if they have an extra amulet of health, let's pick that up, and I'll give you the 375 gold straight up for that.
How much would they
let's do a 70% chance that they have an extra one.
kill you mine if anything?
They do.
Actually,
So yeah, so you'll be able to pick up 2 amulets of health. They're completely out of stock on that because you've purchased 3 from that person today.
So they're offering 2,500, 1325. Halvesies is 675 ish.
So okay, so this you have left in trade 675.
I think that's how the math comes out.
Yes,
too.
we'll go with that.
Yeah.
They're going to give you half of the trade, so break it down in half again in gold,
Okay, so we should
like 300 something.
walk away with 325.
Yes.
That's fine.
Correct.
And then I can add that to this.
There you go. So they'll take the weapons, move them off the side. All the different, they'll pay out the gold. You'll get the items, etc.
How much a cloak of protection be?
I feel like it's like 1,000, but I gotta double check.
That will boost my health.
So you have a health amulet of health now, right?
What does the amulet of health give you?
Raises your con 19.
Yeah.
And there's 750.
There is no more.
There's no more with that.
They bought all they had.
So sorry, but
And a cloak of deception.
You're the odd person out.
So then,
Just fucking over here,
Story of my
dying,
life.
killing everyone for you guys. Not goddamn thing.
so how much was the studded armor?
The studded armor that Rilda was looking for?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What'd you get? Studded
I didn't get started. I didn't end up getting any.
armor? Okay.
It wasn't going to be worth it for me.
So
He said
a
30,
cloak-
3,000
3,000.
strong, and then
Correct.
15 for +2.
Yes, correct.
Getting an amulet of health changes my health from 70 to 118.
jeez.
I had a
Mine
0
wasn't
con
that
bonus.
much. Oh yeah.
All right. So I
From
will.
120 to
I will buy
182.
the +3.
So that's 3,000 gold.
So I will have 225 left over.
Okay. And the cloak of protection is like an uncommon item, so it's looking at like 325 gold for cloak of protection.
For halvesies or full price?
That's full price.
so
so
325 would be one.
Yep.
7. No.
So what?
325 divided by 2.
That is
6.
162, 162 gold plus 5 silver.
There you
Yeah, I got that.
go. There you go. And that's how we D&D.
And how much is a crossbow +1?
So what's the how much is a crossbow?
Good question.
It was like
You can
I think
trade
it's-
in your other crossbow too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do and trade in some of the other
I
stuff.
think it's like the cost of like if you trade in your crossbow,
Yeah.
you get half of the value back of it. You don't get the full price. Of it.
Right.
And then basically it'd be 500 gold pieces plus the cost of a brand new crossbow.
And then,
Pretty
but
sure.
then half that if. Nah, I think I'm alright.
Pretty sure it's like your weapons value plus the rarity or whatever.
what kind of
Now
crossbow did you
we're
have?
now we're playing old school
That's
D&D.
75 gold.
75 gold. Okay. I'll figure out math later here if I add this stuff.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that amulet of health. Holy shit.
Alright, so uncommon, just one rare.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to your attuned slots. I had to unattune from my instrument.
So you would be a little cheaper for a +1 if you want to do it. You're looking at like 350 gold. That's before the discount.
Okay.
So if you took
I'm definitely not
the
seeing nearly
discount,
as
you
many
need half of
items
the
as you guys are.
350, and then add on the price of a crossbow, half,
Do you have a
and that would be
filter?
what you would need for a +1 because
Do
it
you want
goes
an
uncommon
amulet?
+1, rares +2.
If you're not going to use it, I will wear one.
So mad.
Do you have too many slots attuned?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing attuned. I have leathers on. Like,
Because I have a ring of protection, the staff of dowsing, and then the amulet of health, and the cloak. You can only have 3 attuned.
Okay. Is everybody done shopping? Have you got your fill of things to purchase and buy?
I mean,
I
Probably
will
made
take
half the community of our
I would love
show
that.
fall asleep
Yeah.
watching your
Forever
shop.
and
So sorry.
So sorry.
No, it's definitely needed.
But oh my god, I just got an extra 48 health.
I'm about to take a little bonus myself.
It was only going to give
Thanks,
me
Ilias.
12 extra health, so I'd rather have another +1 to AC
Yeah.
instead.
I feel
So,
that. I feel that.
There you go.
Some gold? Yeah, sure. What do you want? Was it 750?
375.
375? Yeah,
I'll do like 200 if you want, because I don't care at this
I'll
point.
just say I bought it, or you bought it. Runa and I are gonna fight over the
Okay.
amulet of health.
We might have good con
Back then.
being a fighter.
We say fight, but
You gonna wrestle?
wrestle. I mean, we're two races that probably would enjoy wrestling.
Some physical
Yeah.
Yeah. We just beat the shit out of each other for fun.
It's
Okay.
that kind of relationship. Whoa.
I mean, to each their own, as long as everybody's consenting.
I mean, it is Dungeons and Dragons.
I haven't seen very many dungeons lately.
One
Just
dragon
ignore
though.
me, please.
Okay, so you all are going to reconvene back at the Three Dragon Annie Tavern Inn.
I'm taking half now.
You could go for a long rest if you'd like.
I'm down for going for a long rest.
If you're going down for a long rest, go ahead and give me I think it is a wisdom saving throw. Refer to my notes.
If only my wisdom saving throw.
Let's see. Okay. I went from. I got 24 points.
If only my wisdom was better.
Wait, I have a question about that because I don't technically actually sleep. I
You
meditate.
still have to do it.
Dumb.
I know.
Very stupid.
I know. I don't make the rules. I just write them.
Yeah, I just write the rules down from my brain. No.
What's everybody got?
23.
You're good.
Part of me
I actually
wanted.
don't know how to math.
Part of me wanted to take off the ring of protection that I have just to make this even more hilarious.
Oh,
Oh
that's
no,
good.
that stays on full time.
I got a nat 1
Oh.
for a total of 1.
Mm.
If I took off my ring of protection, it'd be a 0.
Yikes.
Okay. What does everybody else got?
19.
25.
Okay. So, everyone is taking a long rest. I don't.
Oh, those nice hit points.
There's a knock at the door.
At my door?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's an axolotl.
I'll get up and I'll go to the door.
Okay. As soon as you do, there's a cloaked figure standing there,
Okay.
and you feel a searing sense of pain in your lower region. You look down, you see the dark hand or dark skin of a drow that has run a blade into your gut. You see these eyes kind of emerge from where the hood of the cloak is. You're going to take 3 points of damage. And you are going to hear a whispered voice as you see the eyes looking into yours. My blade shall serve quick justice for my empress, is what you hear.
Oh, jeez.
What do you want to do? Stagger back, possibly. As you do, you can see blood beginning to fall.
I am going to actually reach forward, grabbing the individual, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Everyone has a passive perception of 15 or higher is going to kind of wake up and hear a commotion coming from Imon's room.
I'm one.
Runa's passed out. She can't hear nothing.
I'll wake her up.
Nope, she's a comatose.
She's snoring.
Excuse me.
Question: does
Clear
this
out.
target have metal armor on?
No, they do not.
Okay. I didn't figure, but that was worth a shot. That is a 23 to hit.
It definitely hits.
Okay. They will take 3d8 points of lightning damage.
Gotcha.
Nice. I'm gonna grab the closest weapon handy.
Yep.
the Short sword.
Yep.
And run with it.
Okay. Nox,
That is-
anything?
7.
No, I'm up. I'll get up and head out.
Okay.
7 points of lightning damage.
Okay. The two of you come bounding out of your room. Rilda will, I'm assuming you're following.
Yeah.
As you all three kind of fight and clamor to get down to where the room is, you will see a figure staggering out of Imon's doorway. And it is that there, right there, when you see Ecstasy kind of grabbing onto her like body and just kind of fall against the railing of the balcony, and she just like slumps down, kind of smoking.
Did you realize? I'm sorry, this is above table. Did you realize that was her or anything like that? It was dark, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as Imon was concerned, it was a drow from... Because Ecstasy is a tiefling.
Right.
So
So
she wasn't like the... Yeah.
So what do the three of you do as you see this figure of Ecstasy kind of like fall back, smoking against the rail?
I'm gonna run up to Ecstasy
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up to Imon.
and be like, cautiously be like, what? Imon, what's going on?
Ecstasy is unconscious but barely living. And
Thank God I rolled
when,
shit.
Ilias, when you run in, you're going to see that Imon is clutching his gut, but for what reason you don't know. When you look to Imon, Rilda, you see that he looks like his eyes are open but distant.
Imon, can you hear me?
You just see a drow female looking up like, you will pay for this, is what you see, Imon.
In regards to like that
So
came towards me.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I will go ahead and so basically I'm under attack by a second drow.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and
Like, how bad off is,
Like unconscious, death saving. Bad.
okay, I'm gonna cast Goodberry
Okay.
and feed her a Goodberry.
So yep, that'll bring her back to it. She's in pain from being shockingly grasped.
and
You should stuff all 10.
Huh?
You should make 10 and just...
Can you even do 10 in one day? I feel so full.
Yeah, I think you can make
They just-
10.
Yeah,
You can
you
make
make 10
10?
automatically.
And you can eat 10. It just gives you 1 hit point per berry. It's up to you.
I don't think I necessarily want to get her completely back on her feet
Sure.
in case she's still whatever, but I will get her out of death
Sure.
saving throws.
so the second drow individual that I see, I am going to back away from,
Yep.
and I am going to cast firebolts.
Okay.
So that'll be a hit DC. That'll be a 24 against whichever one of theirs. I'm
Ilias,
assuming
you get hit with a
24.
fireball.
Yeah. I figured. What the fuck?
4, 10,
Oh, jeez.
18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As I'm like, you fucking assassins.
He's
As I'm-
staggering back, holding his gut with, you have no idea why.
Bro. Wake up.
Bastard, I'll kill you, is what you hear.
I'd probably, after I get the Goodberry into her, I'd probably get up and kind of cautiously approach the situation.
So now I see a third
Kind of emerge from the
emerge
shadows.
from the shadows.
You got it.
But it's a real drow this time.
I see a third drow.
What do I change
This time
into?
It's a real one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and because I am not really built for
Can I try and tackle
attacking
him?
multiple people.
Sure.
I'm gonna be.
Go ahead and you can do acrobatics or athletics, and then Ilias, you're straight up athletics trying to tackle.
I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay. count of three, you guys can reveal. 1, 2, 3.
12.
Matt 26.
So, as you're getting ready to do your next action towards this mysterious figure that comes out of the shadows, you will find yourself tackled. Do you wish to inflict damage upon him, Ilias?
No, I'm just trying to restrain him because I think he's like sleepwalking or something.
Okay, you are now pinned to the ground as this drowse over top of you, like snarling and trying to like gnash at you.
No matter what we say to him, it just looks bad and gross, basically.
So far.
I am going to cast a 3rd level Dissonant Whispers. Because, yeah.
And do we feel any effect being in the room?
No. You think he's lost his mind or he's been affected by something that maybe
You guys
ecstasy has given him? Maybe ecstasy. Who knows?
Yeah. Is her last name Molly by any chance?
No.
Just wondering.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 19.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, betrayer.
Yeah. 8.
No. These
No,
whispers.
16 actually.
16. That
These whispers
unfortunately
pierce your
will not.
mind.
I did 2nd level. Oops. I meant to hit 3rd level. No, I
Great
did hit 3rd
restoration
level.
on you.
Yeah, I mean,
Still can.
yeah, you definitely still can. It's only 5d6.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Good thing I just made these berries. Then didn't shove them all down one person's throat.
14, 20, 25 points of psychic damage.
Should have rolled like that before.
I know.
Give me a strength saving throw to see if you can like, if your instincts are like to fight through it, or if you're gonna grab your head in pain.
I'm gonna
releasing
be
the
right
grapple.
behind, ready to like pounce if I need to with my giant strength because it's really
Knox,
big.
what are you doing? You're seeing they're all fighting amongst one another.
15 on strength.
Yeah, you're good. You fight through it.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
Do you want me to restrain him, Ilias?
No, it's fine!
Are you sure?
Just crying.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stealth up behind Imon, like try to subdue if I can.
Well, Imon's on the ground.
Oh, on the ground?
Ilias is
Okay.
still
Yeah, he's
pinning
restrained.
Imon.
Okay.
You cast Greater Restoration. What is the thing of Greater Restoration?
You view a creature you touch with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect. You reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects. One of the effects that charmed or petrified the target. One curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item. Any reduction to one of the target's ability scores. One effect reducing the target's hit point max.
Yeah. You will wake up immediately with Ilias over top of you, kind of telling you to snap out of it as you look and see that Rilda's in the room, ready to back up Ilias. You kind of like are able to kind of like look between the chaos and see that Ecstasy is like in pain, conscious, but now frightened when locking eyes, and she kind of gets onto all fours, kind of crawls and scaries away. And then Nox is there like, I'm gonna kill you if I need to. kind of. You do not suffer the effects of exhaustion because the Greater Restoration would have taken it away. You do not get a long rest. And those of you would have completed a long rest, but remember how much stuff you've taken because that stays for the rest of the day.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry.
You fell prey to a nightmare, a bad one that was extremely real.
I figured as much.
And this is the effects of
the
the
Demigorgon. Yeah, I knew. As soon as you were like, they see Ecstasy, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why was Ecstasy up there?
You don't know. You have to go find out.
That's what I'm gonna go march. Once I see that Imon is kind of cooling his jets, and I probably finally make the connection, like, oh, it's a Demigorgon. I'm
Sure.
gonna go over to old Ecstasy and be like, it's none of my business, sis, but like, were you going there to stab him? Are you stabbed or are you imaginary stabbed?
I was imaginary stabbed.
Yeah, there's no wounds
Oh,
at
okay.
all.
Yeah.
So you were just checking on him or something? Like, I just want to make sure your motives were cool.
She was going to
Join
Consort
me.
join
evening
him.
prayers?
Yeah,
Okay.
so make some prayers. That's right.
Okay. I just want to be sure that, I don't have to worry about leaving him alone again or anything, ill will, etc.
At this
Do
point,
what you will
she's-
with consent.
She's really frightened of him
Yeah.
and stuff now. So
That's fine. That's fine.
You can have a few more berries, but that's about as good as it gets for me. And I gave her like 3 more good berries. And you don't really have to worry about dinner today.
your,
As I
your
like-
belly's full now.
As I pop one in my mouth, like,
Right.
good to go. Living off 1 berry a day.
So it is a beautiful morning now, as you guys have awakened and completed / not completed a long rest. And I
Two more
think
spells
this looks like a good place for us to end this chapter of our tale. We want to thank everyone for watching Creating Grin. You can click the subscribe button down below, smash the bell button in order to keep up to date on the newest episodes, which are starting to get a little interesting here.
Okay.
Leave us a comment. Put something in the comments. Yay, we love you. Yeah, you
Hashtag
suck.
Team
I don't know.
Dusty.
Thumbs up the video. Give us those likes. If you can't watch the episode when it releases, fret not, y'all. We got you covered. Just follow us on your favorite podcast provider. You can check us out on our socials. We got Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, all at crit_eating_grin. We're on the TikTokies at Creating Grin. And until next time, just keep grinning.
1 point equals 1 hit point back for Ilias. Or 1 like equals 1 hit point back for Ilias.